Alright guys, so today I'm going to be telling you how you can make all the dyes in Skyfactory 4. I did briefly cover it in one of my videos, but there is no actual standalone video that explains how you can do it. In this video I'll show you how to make all of them. Really quick video, but let's crack on. Okay, so the first we're going to do is rose red dye. Now you can do this a couple of ways. You can either get a poppy, pop that in a crafting station, and that will give you your rose red dye. You can also do that with a beetroot, pop that in a crafting station, that will also give you your rose red dye. Right, so the way you can get your flowers is if you take some bone meal and use it on grass. You can see you can get a mix of flowers that way. So I'll just leave that grass for now. But yeah, that's how you get your poppies. Now, that dandelion that I've just picked up, if I was to put that in my crafting station, that would give me dandelion yellow dye. Blue dye is just a chunk of lapis. So using wool with a big chunk of lapis will give you blue wool. Light blue dye, that is just a chunk of lapis and bone meal. Cactus green dye, the way you get that is you take a piece of cactus and put it in a furnace. Okay, so lime green dye, that is just cactus green and bone meal. That will give you your lime dye. Orange dye, that's just rose red and dandelion yellow. Okay, and on this side over here, we've got grey dye. Now grey dye you can do a couple of different ways. You can use pulverized charcoal and bone meal. That will give you your grey dye. You can also use bone meal and pulverized coal. And the way you get pulverized coal and pulverized charcoal is using a grindstone. If you've gone into a water world where the squid, you can get an ink sac from the squid, use that with bone meal, and that will give you, again, your grey dye. Okay, so you like grey dye. That is grey dye and bone meal. Pink dye is rose red and bone meal. So bone meal, rose red, that will give you your pink dye. Cyan dye, that is cactus green and a chunk of lapis. That will give you cyan dye. And brown dye, that is again with a piece of wool, cocoa beans from a jungle sapling. That will give you your brown wool. Okay. But yeah, so that's how you make all the dyes in Skyfactory 4. And I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please leave a like. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future content. And thank you very much for watching. Have fun playing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.